What up, everybody? Happy Monday! What's up? Welcome back to the show. Man, it's been a while since I shaved. I think I missed a spot here. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a great beginning of the week. Hope you had a great weekend. Let's see some shout outs. I see Doug in the house. El Sueño in the house. First in. I see Eric is here. What up, Eric? Bit. If you see anybody type in bit into the chat, it means that they've liked the video. So please, if you're here enjoying the show, do me a favor, hit that like button and continue on. If you're watching it from a phone or tablet, you'll need to exit the chat, hit the like button, and come back into the chat, okay? So welcome. Happy Monday. All-Nighter Hatter in the house. I'm here, but I'm watching my Kings. Cool. Hockey. Yeah. Hockey. Yeah. No worries. I dig it. Romero, what's up, dude? Hi, everyone. Can't wait for Bay Awards. Yeah, dude. It's on. It's this weekend. Okay. This weekend is the next session. Are you in Spotty Bowl? Romero? That's a good question. Okay. Username in Discord. Cool. All right. Yeah. I like Eric's taking care of it. Making sure he is taking care of it. Okay, good. Okay. So you're in? Yeah, dude. It's fun. It's a fun thing. I can't wait. Captain Dan, what's up? I just crashed my drone into my dog's audible. Oh no! Captain Dan, what kind of drone did you get? That's fun. Let's see. What else do we have here? All right, cool. Zach will be on later. Awesome. Good call. All right, Captain Dan, I see. Okay, guys, we're getting ready to start the show, and before we do pop top, make sure you guys have a refreshing beverage to start off the day, because we're doing it's like happy hour but fishy. Zach and I are on Saturday. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, good. Yeah, put in the chat what day are you fishing if you want to share it. If you're doing Spotty Bowl this weekend, are you fishing Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? Let me know. I think there's a trend right now with people that are fishing on Friday seem to be doing better. I don't know if it's like the pressure thing or I'm not sure. But let's see how it goes. I see Salty Dangling House. What up, Salty? Bit. Oloop is back. What up, Oloop? Bit. Hyder says, I was going to fish tonight, but between the tides and hockey, I am. Yeah. I totally understand, dude. I'm like the worst lately. I'll find any excuse to stay home. I'm just like, it's not perfect. I'm going to stay home. I need to get out though. There we go. Apply. Okay. Always tweaking my camera settings. That's good. Oh yeah, bit. Very cool. All right. So let's see. Oh, my chat's like way ahead of me. You guys are way ahead of me. Best part of Monday starts now. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Hyder. I appreciate you, dude. Guys, this is kind of a community thing too. Like on Mondays, it is fishing reports. I haven't been doing lots of fishing, so if you guys have any reports you want to share in the chat, let us know, and we'll give you some hype for getting out there and actually fishing. So it is fishing reports. Unfortunately, I don't have a fishing report to give. Okay, we'll see what Coach says if he can get on later on tonight, and then if not, we'll see if I'm not sure if Scotty can get on tonight or not. I haven't messaged him. Okay. But we're going to basically just talk about fishing today, keep it real casual, and then tomorrow, which is Tuesday, which is Twitch day, I'm not going to go fishing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my YouTube videos and look at all different questions that I get in all those different videos and basically give answers that I've kind of or elaborate more on the answers I've already given to those comments. And if I have any comments where I've missed a question, then those are the kind of comments I want to kind of take care of while on stream, so you guys can offer some insights. And if you're not familiar with that topic or that question, then maybe you can get some insights out of that as well. So that way the whole show is actually kind of more fishing specific and it's more productive for you guys. Okay, very cool. All right. Oh yeah. So let's before I continue with the chats, I'm gonna stop right here where Leonard says bit. What up, Leonard? Leonard in the house. So where Leonard says bit, I'm gonna stop there. Let's do this pop top, guys. So if you're new to the show, type in first timer in all caps in the chat, and we'll say hello to you and welcome you to the community. If if you're new to the show, basically we start the show with the pop top. So any refreshing beverage you want to pop. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard, 1 being the worst pop top you ever heard, rate this pop top. We got 2 shakes. Woo. Lucky for me, I have tissue just in case I get a nosebleed. So, haha, it worked out. All right, I'll check the scores in a second. I'm going to keep making my way down the chat. Real Dreamer, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Todd in the house, TB Metal Art, tbmetalart.com. Check out this beautiful artwork he's done for us. He's doing a trophy for us for Baywars' Spotty Bowl. He's done trophies for other tournaments in town. He's done trophies for all these awesome fish-related places. Like I think he's done some for Point Loma Seafoods and a couple other places in town where they're like just beautiful pieces like this yellowtail up here. Yeah, check him out. If you want the URL to pop into the chat, just type in !TB Metal Art, and I'll give you the link to his website, which is basically tbmetalart.com. So friend of the show, awesome dude. CoachWERF in the house. What up? Spotty Girl, welcome back. Bit. What's up, John? Welcome back. Bit. And Carter, Bit. Yes. All-Nighter Hider, Eric Coronado. Nice. Yeah. Good. Thanks for clarifying that. That's great. Captain Adobo, what up? Bit. Happy Monday, MMFC. Worf Roman, getting ready now if you need me. Oh, perfect. Perfect, Coach. I will need you later on. It'll be great. That's perfect. I just got the bunch. What up, Adrian? I see Adrian said, what's up, crew? Muto in the house got 22 spotties on. What? Let's take a step back here, ladies and gentlemen. Fish Perfect, welcome back. Good evening. It's super fun. I'll hit you up private. Ooh, all right. Do that. Muto got 22 spotties on Saturday. What? Muto, how was water temperature? That sounds like a pretty... What? Caught my personal best 2 times on Friday night. 40 spotties from 6 p.m. to 12:40. Dude, right on, Eric. That's epic. Dude, see, so it's already like, it seems like the water's heating up. And so, is it already heating up? Dang, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Fish Catalina yesterday. Not a single fish. Oh, that sucks. Should have been fishing the bay for spotties, bro. Heck yeah, says Romero. Nice, dude. Eric crushed it. Yeah, dude, that's a lot of fish. Very cool. Very cool. Eric, give me a 10 plus. Yeah. Oh, Salty gave me a 10. Nice. What was it? For the explosion? For the eruption? Dang. Oh, that's some good. I think those are my best scores. Spotty Girl still gave me a 7. Man, she's a tough judge. I'm about to wear like a raincoat and like open it like Gallagher and be like, and maybe I'll get a 10. That's so funny. 98 beers have been given. If you want to give somebody a free beer or everybody a free beer, just type in exclamation point free beer space somebody's name and it'll give it to them. Or you could just type exclamation point free beer and you'll get a free beer. Okay. You can also type in exclamation point ask Mac. Is ask Mac on here? Let's see. Hold on. Ask Mac. Is this thing on? Let's see if it works. Or do I have it set up as Ask Mac? CK. I don't know. Maybe I don't have an Ask Mac. Maybe I don't have an Ask Mac on this one. Yeah, I don't think so. What up, Bang? What up, Mark? Welcome back. Okay, let's see. Espanol, Coca-Cola. Okay, we got TB Metal Art. We got Mark. We got Fish Perfect. We got Carter. We got Doug. Zach, what up, Zach? Bit. What up, y'all? Hope you're having a great night. Yeah, dude. Thanks for coming by. Zach, this is cool. Okay, so it was 60 to 61. That's nice. That's nice, dude. Eric, what did you use for bait? Oh, yeah, Doug. Yeah, Eric. What did you use for bait if you want to share? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's Ask Mac. I think it's the one with the CK. MACK. So you ask him, oh, but it's broken. Oh, it's broken. Is it because I have a question on there? Anyway, forget. I'll have to fix it later. Yeah, I think it might be only on Twitch, or it's here, but I think it's broken. See how I was just giving you all the answers? Where do you get a Ned rig? Oh, Doug, that's a great question. I usually get mine at Turner's, dude. Or if I'm in a pinch, they sell them at Turner's. They also sell them at like Dana Landing at the right there by the boat ramp. And then I'll also order them online. I'll usually order them online because they have more variety. And the local shops usually carry the finesse Ned rig, and you want the power finesse Ned rig because that's a little bit, the hook shank is a little bit longer, and the gauge of the wire is a little bit thicker. So you want the power finesse, 1/5 of an ounce, not the finesse shrooms, power finesse shrooms. What up, Cal in the house? Welcome back, Cal. There you go. Dix has a good selection too. Very cool. Dix has Ned rigs. Very good. Yeah, I've never been to that shop. I gotta stop by. I know it's like a chain store, right? But they have a bunch of sports stuff. East Canada and tackle housing. Okay, cool. What up, Carter? Hey, Roman. If you had 2 baits to fish winter and 2 baits for summer, what would those be? For spotties. So I would fish the Ned rig and the A rig. Does the A rig count as one bait? Oh, thanks, Coach. Very cool. I would fish the A rig and the Ned rig. I think those count as 2 baits. Yeah, okay, it's like Big 5. Cool. Yeah, those are the 2 baits I would fish. Like those are my 2 crutch baits. If I had to choose 2 more if I had to choose 2 that weren't the Ned rig and the A rig, I would probably do crankbaits and swim baits. Crankbaits and swim baits. Oh, that's a good point, Zach. So only the Dick's Sporting Goods store next to Sports Arena has a fishing section. Very good point. Very good point. Yeah, see, like the underspin for me is like yeah, you know what? Like I fish more underspin than I would a crankbait. But I feel like that underspin section gets covered by the A rig. You know? Because the A rig has like 5 underspins or whatever. You know? Like if it's not gonna come bite 5 underspins, it's probably not gonna bite an underspin. But who knows, right? Yeah, I see what you're saying though. It's easy. It's definitely easier to cast, especially with this tournament. Like since you can't troll it, I've been crushing it on slow pitched irons in deep water. Oh, interesting. Like what size, Muto? And for spotties? Like yeah, what kind of okay, got it. Cool. That's cool. That's another thing. There's so many things to fish, guys. There's so many situations. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That's totally rude. I apologize. It was just there, like, oh, I want to take a bite. Snap it to a Slim Jim. It's like some spicy sausages or something like that. Very funny. That's so funny. All right. So what this coming weekend, are you fishing Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or your answer could be top secret because you don't want to say. Because technically, everybody else that's fishing doesn't know when you're fishing unless you tell them. Because if you put it if you put it in Spotty Bowl and in the Discord, nobody can see that thread except you and the judges, right? So I have tried fishing a Slim Jim and I didn't get bit. That's so funny. I was one time I was in San Diego Bay with Dino, Jig Jig Pow, and he was doing a gummy worm challenge, and he caught a couple spotties on it was like a sweet and sour worm, like a candy. It kind of looks like an Ed rig. What up, Da Vinci? Welcome back. Hope everything is good. Bit and caught. That's so funny. Okay, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. When are you fishing? Caught a sand bass on a hot dog. That's that's funny. Roy, was it the full hot dog or did you cut it and make it look like a fish? That was good. Wow, that's great. On Gummy Worms is amazing. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah. So like on a hot dog, it'd be cool. I fished a hot dog. I couldn't get bit on a in the bay on a hot dog, dude. It was I was drop shotting hot dog. Okay, cool. So Mark's going Saturday. Very cool. I'm thinking I'm gonna take Friday off, guys. I'm gonna take Friday off and fish all dang day. Da Vinci. Okay, Saturday. Lots of Saturday. Oh, just a quarter piece, but that was during the spawn years ago. Okay, cool. Excuse me, guys. I try to stop it. There are pictures of the jig in Discord. I try to. Max said, "Oh, what's up, Max? Welcome back." Max says, "I'm trying to fish Friday. Less people on water, so less speedboats and those crazy jet skis." Yeah, that's gonna be a good call. So Captain Double says fishing on Friday. Okay, good. Let's go fish the islands Friday. Ooh, that'd be awesome. Thanks, Roy. Thank you. It's not more to hold. It's not good to hold your sneeze. Oh, interesting. Sunday is 20% chance. Oh no, is it? Can someone explain the ride charts? Tide charts for me. I don't know how to use them. Oh, what? We're about to burn off 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Excellent question. And we haven't done this in a while, so I feel like it's time for Roman draws a chart about the tides. But first, I need a pen and a paper. So stand by. All right, I'm back. You ready for this? Tide lesson about to happen. And guys that are familiar with the tide charts and all that stuff, bear with us. It's been a while since we've done this, so I think it's in order. Point of order. Insert Jeopardy music here. Look at that thing. God, look at that thing just like flailing out there. It says, look at me, I want to be in the show too. the mullet that's trying to make the mullet that's trying to make its way to the front. Let's go. Here we go. So you gotta think of the bays as like water receptacles with one entrance, and that same entrance is the entry and the exit. Okay, with one point where the water comes in and out. Okay, in Mission Bay, it's the jetty, right? That channel where all the boats come in and out. All the water that's in there, when the tide goes up, has to pass through that channel. Okay, when the tide goes down, the water has to come out. Okay, so that's what's generating your current. Okay, and that fluctuates with tide, and we'll go over that in a second. Same thing happens in San Diego Bay, right? All of San Diego Bay is enclosed by land except for the mouth entrance, which is at like between Point Loma and like the Zuniga Jetty, right? That's the entrance to San Diego Bay. And again, all the water has to come in through there and has to be exit through there, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on San Diego Bay, but I think I'm pretty sure. So all the water has to come in and out to the same section. And so that means that the tide is always going to be generating current for you, okay? Except for two positions. And we're going to go over that in a second, okay? So first I'm going to draw a tide chart here on this page. And I'm gonna before I add all the details, I'll add it step by step so you can see it. Okay, so we're starting off here. That is just basically, oh, can you see it? Yeah, it's a zero. That's a zero mark. Okay, this is where the water level is at sea level basically. Okay, so it's like at zero. It's not a positive tide or a negative tide. Okay, that's positive. That's negative. Okay, when the tide goes up, or the you know how the moon affects how the water is shaped all along the earth, and that pull makes the tide go up, then the bays start to fill up with water. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the beginning of the tide going up. Okay. So that's the beginning of the tide going up. Okay, and this, how much it goes up here can be like 3 feet, 2 feet, 1 foot, or 7 feet, or 6. How much for 7 feet? Maybe 6 feet, right? Well, we'll start with this tide. We'll make this tide like 3 feet, or we'll make it 4 feet. Okay. I didn't quite hit it. So it's like 3.5. Okay. So tide's coming in. Water's rushing in to San Diego Bay and Mission Bay right now. Okay. And the tide is going up. Okay. When it gets to like about 3 feet here, or 3.5 feet, then that's what we call high slack. Okay. I'm gonna put a dot right there for high slack. Okay. And a HL for high. Sorry, HS. High slack tide. HST. Make it sound cooler. Okay. High slack tide. Boom. Okay. And so the tide is starting to go down now. So that means that the water is gonna start to come out of Mission Bay and San Diego Bay, and so it's gonna start to go down. Okay. So we'll do that now. Right here. But usually, I mean always, the tide doesn't go back to zero and stop. It usually goes past zero into a negative tide. Okay. So let's make that other part of the negative tide. Okay. And that this drop here is not a drop in a pot. It's the drop and it's continuous. Okay. So we're gonna drop it here. We're gonna make it go negative 3.5 or 4, like the other one. Okay. Just to keep it simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. -4. Okay. We'll say that there's a LST, the low slack tide right there. This is a low slack tide. And at this point, the water is like pretty close to the top of the boat ramps, and all the water line you usually see on the rocks is pretty close to the water, if not underwater, depending how high of a tide we had. And then at this point, all like the grass is exposed along the beach sometimes. So you can see the mussels and stuff on the rocks below the water line, where you normally see all the water line is marked along the whole bay. That's how you know you're in low. Okay, so, and I'm gonna tell you why we call it slack low and slack high in a little bit. Okay, so give me a sec. So this basically, this cycle keeps repeating, right? We have two complete cycles every day. Let me just draw those out real quick. Okay, so that works right there. So this is a crazy tide right here. So this will be like the beginning, and it goes low slack tide, and then really high tide, and then this is a huge drop, and then back to whatever, right? Okay. So the reason that tides matter is because of fish, based on our fishing knowledge that we kind of like come up with, they like to hunt when there's water motion, when there's water movement, when there's current. Okay. Granted, sometimes the current is too much. Okay. And we talk about that sometimes with Brian on Wednesdays, where he says like, oh yeah, I like nothing over 6 feet, right? Well, what he's talking about is he likes this shift to be less than 6 feet, because that means that there's a lot of water moving. Okay, so let me take a step back. Take a step back. Okay, here we go. We're at the mouth of the bay. Water's rushing into the bay, and it fills up to a certain point, and that's it. And then at that point, when the water's coming in, there's water moving into the bay that's creating current. Okay. Now, see how it's doing it in about that much time? Sorry, this is time, by the way. It's doing it in that much time. Well, this much water moving in compared to this much water moving in, this is a lot more volume of water moving in about the same amount of time. Okay. So on those big swings like this is not so big, but this is huge. On those big swings from here to here, you're going to get a ton more water movement, which instead of just putting the eelgrass slightly over, it's going to flatten it, right? So you can raise the chart. There we go. Boom. Okay. So now we have, that's the basic tide chart. Okay. That's not even telling you how to use it yet. This is just the basic tide chart, how it works. Okay. But it's what the tide chart is telling you. Okay. Now, we take each one of these cycles and we divide it into 4 sections. Okay. So when I speak about a cycle, I mean from high tide to low tide, from high slack tide to low slack tide. Okay. We're going to divide these into 4 quarters. So I'm going to do that right now. They're a little bit uneven, but you'll get the picture. Okay. So here. Is that hard to see? Yeah, here we go. So this, oh, you know what? I'm going to shade them in a little bit so it's easier to see. Hang on. Yeah, I'm going to shade these in. Okay. So each cycle is divided into 4 quarters. Okay. Towards the top here, your current is going to be pretty much flat. There's not going to be that much current because the water's already stopped moving. It's already peaked, right? And now it's gonna hesitate for a little bit before it starts to drain back out of the bay. And as it starts to drain back out of the bay, the water flow leaving the bay starts to pick up momentum. And it's like kind of like waffling right here, but then it kind of really catches like about. And also, this also depends on the tide, how big the tide swing is. But just for this example, it usually doesn't start to pick up and get good until about after the first quarter. So the second quarter, I'm going to put Q1, Q2, Q3 on here. Okay. So here we go. Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Okay. So once we get past Q1, between Q2 and Q3, this is where the water's moving the fastest, depending on your shift. Okay. Now, in some cases like this, where the swing is so big, you might want to fish the first quarter and the third quarter. Sorry, the first quarter and the first quarter and the fourth quarter, because it might be too fast in the middle. Okay. So that's how we use the tide chart. So now I'm going to show you how I do it on my phone. So I go to this app. I use an app called like Tide Charts, I think. Yeah, Tide Graph. Oh. Okay. There's an app called Tide Graph, and it gets information off the buoys, right? So this is the actual tide swing for Mission Bay today. Okay. So let's just pretend that, and it gives you like what time the sun comes up and sunrise, sundown, and what the tide is doing. That's a huge shift. Okay. So from here, it's going from like 5 to like -0.5. From up here, from up there to -0.5. Okay. So that's a big swing. And that happened pretty much all day. So you had current in Mission Bay the whole day pretty much until about 1 p.m. And then started to pick back up at 2. And then from 2 till about 6:45 or 6:40, you had some good current right there happening right here. Right here. Okay. Fish perfect. That's a great question. The ideal flow. I think that's kind of what Brian is hinting at. I think he's not saying it in those terms, but I think that's what he's referring to when he says he doesn't like the swing to be. I think he says over 4 feet. I'm sorry, over 6 feet, because that is a lot of water movement, right? But again, it depends where in that cycle you want to jump in and fish, right? So having that knowledge, what you would do if you're going to fish all day today, let's go tomorrow. So Tuesday, okay? Wait for it to load up. If I was going to fish all day tomorrow, okay? Let's see. It's actually a really nice day tomorrow to fish, because I mean the swing is huge, but barring that, slack high is at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. So by the time you get there, set your stuff up, the current is going to start like about 7:45-ish. Yeah, it's like about there, 7:45, right? The current's going to start flowing right there. And if you get there at 6:30, you have enough time to like get your kayak on the water, load up, and make your way to your fishing spot. And then once you get to your fishing spot, the current should have picked up, right? And then you can fish the whole day until about 12. Yeah, about 12. Make your way to the shop at 12, since it's going to be slack tide anyway, and the bite probably won't be that great. If you wanted to take a lunch break, or if you wanted to transition to a different spot, like a major move, that's when you would do it. Okay. If you bought a lunch, eat your sandwich, and then you kayak to a different area of the bay, that's when you would do the big move, right? The major move, so that you're not wasting optimal fishing time. Okay. So you have about, I don't know, like a good 2 hours to either move to a big spot or move to a spot that doesn't require current to get bit, like structure, like maybe docks, or take a break and like actually go grab a bite to eat, right? But if you want to stay on the water, maybe you bring your lunch, and that's when you eat it as you're making your way over to the different spot. And then you get another, what is that, from here? Another 3 or 4 hours to fish before it gets dark on the incline right there. Boom, on the incoming tide. Okay. So, Spotty Girl, does that help? Does that help? And if you have any questions or need clarification, anybody, please ask the question in the chat. I'm going to read through the chats real quick, because I was kind of eyeballing it and freestyling it, but I hope that kind of makes sense. Okay. Optimally, you want to fish between quarter 2 and quarter 3, right? And at the close to slack high and close to slack low, that's when you want to do your major moves or your breaks. Okay. Any questions on that, please put it in the chat and we'll address those. Otherwise, we'll keep going. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So okay, I see some cool. Yep. Water depth increases. Yeah, that is a big move. So 6.5 to -1. That's like it's like a 7-foot drop, almost a 7-foot drop. On Saturday. Yeah, the tides are big. Let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, real quick. Okay, so it's Wednesday. Thursday. Here we go. And one thing you can always tell is like the whole tide basically shifts over like by like 2 hours or so every day. It shifts over like by 2 hours. So your tide is always different each day during daylight hours, right? Watch out. If I skip back, you can see how much it shifts. Let's see if it shifts right here. See, that's Thursday, and this is Friday. Wait, is that Friday? Yeah, that was Friday. Okay, so Friday looks like. Yeah, see, Friday looks like you're gonna have not so optimal time to start like in the morning. Like you can start fishing at 6, right? For the competition. But 6 is like it's still dark, and the tide is still coming in. The tide is in the middle of like it's like about half. So then you're basically gonna catch just the very end of the end of that current shift, and then you're gonna go right into slack, which sucks. You're in slack for like 6, 7. You're in slack for like almost 3 hours right there before you get to the good fishing right here. Boom. So about, yeah, that's crazy. That's gonna be a big drop too. So it's gonna be a lot of current, And then from there on, that's Saturday, and then Sunday kind of shifts over too. Because I think at 8 o'clock is the cutoff time too. So yeah, I think probably the best day to fish is gonna be Saturday or Sunday. Sorry, Saturday or Friday. Based off the charts to like optimize your fishing time during the hot period. And again, guys, this is just all theory based on my experiences and other people's experiences. So Mark, that's a great question. And yes, they do matter. And Brian has explained this to us before with words. And I think he's done a chart before. But I'm going to do a chart for you right now. Okay? This is all hypothetical. Okay? Okay. So when the current is going that direction, any kind of structure here, for example, this ledge with eelgrass over it, the current is going to push that eelgrass that way. Also, it's going to make the fish point its face up current. Okay, see how fish is looking this way? The fish is looking that way because it's going to be the most efficient way for it to stay in that position. Okay, remember, fish are all about conserving energy because they were trying to survive. Okay, so if he points his face to the current, his body is designed to just let the water flow around it, so it's less energy to stay in one spot. Add to that the ledge, which is kind of like a little current break. And there's a little, you notice like a little eddy in here. Where is it? A little eddy that happens right here because the water's going over the little ridge. Okay. When the current's going that way. Okay. When the current changes though, that's a worse spot for him to be, and he's facing the wrong direction because he's gonna get swept away. So when the current's going the other direction, he's gonna be posted up on the opposite side. Okay, that same fish. So here comes you fishing along the shore or whatever, and last week when you have, we'll just call it in and out right here just to make it easier. Incoming, outgoing. Incoming tide, outgoing tide. Okay. When you fished this spot before, you had an incoming tide, and there was a steady stuff, and you know what happens here? Little stuff gets swept over the fish, like little crabs and stuff by the current. And he's like, it's a buffet. It's like a conveyor belt delivering food to them, right? And who wouldn't like that, right? Who wouldn't like a conveyor belt just delivering food to you? So that's why they hang out there. Okay, they could ambush some. I'm gonna draw them in here. Some little bait fish. Some little bait fish swimming over the eelgrass, trying to go over this way. They don't see that there's a drop off, and boom, he'll come up and eat them, right? Or a little crab gets swept away by the current, and he'll end up seeing it come down. He'll bite it, right? He'll eat it. So you're here, you caught a fish there on one day, and you didn't notice that it was incoming tide. You go back to it on a different day, expecting to get bit in that spot, because that spot is technically good half the time. That spot is good half the time, right? If that, less than half, right? But it's not good all the time. It's a great spot. That's a great spot because it's a drop off. It's got eelgrass, green eelgrass. It's healthy, right? But you just caught it on the wrong tide. The fish is over here, right? And who knows what the distance between this trough is, right? It could be small like this, or it could be huge, right? It could be like meters, like a lot of meters, right? So, anyway, that's kind of like how you have to look at it. Some spots are good, and this is a pretty symmetrical drop off, right? Some drop offs are different, right? We'll do another one right below this, guys. I don't know what is going on with my spotty drawing right now. Okay. Some spots are only good on one tide. Okay, so less than half. Okay, so some spots are only good on one tide because on incoming, you got the nice little drop off, nice little structure. This could be anything, guys. This could be a dock. It could be I don't know. I just drew a piling. It could be the base of a piling, right? And it's only this little drop off is only good when the water's coming this direction, right? Well, if the piling wasn't there, then this spot would only be good when the water's going in. Okay, and when the water's going out, there's nowhere for the fish to shelter and keep his spot. He has to be fighting the current the whole time. Plus, he doesn't have the advantage of being hidden. So that's not a good spot for the fish to be, right? But if the piling was here, then yeah, he can hide behind the piling. It's a current break, and he can ambush from there. Plus, he's in the shade, right? So, yeah. Cool. All right. So I hope that helps. Does that help? I've been rambling, dude. Sorry, Coach. You ready? All right, guys. We're gonna do fishing reports with Coach in a little bit. I hope that explanation helps. I hope it wasn't too much. What's gonna happen is you're gonna fish for a little bit, and you're gonna start to notice these things. And then when you see things like this, you come back to it and you be like, oh yeah, that makes sense now. Okay, fish a little bit, come back, watch a little bit, fish a little bit, ask questions. This is a perfect question to ask. Actually, this is a good question. Come back with more questions, Spotty Girl. Ask your questions, and I'm not trying to mansplain anything to you. I'm just trying to break it down as much as I can, so that so that it's helpful. And if you're asking the question, then you're not the only one that has that question in their mind. Okay, it helps me make the right kind of content to help people really understand this. Okay, so that's what we're doing this. Cool. What up, Ralph? Welcome. About what time do most of you guys go out though? Go out to? Most real fishermen go out super early, right before the sun comes up. I know Salty's on the water sometimes before the sun comes up, because that's like the best bite. Because also light affects the bite, right? Yeah, it is more difficult in practice, Zach, because it's hard to know what's under the water unless you have a sonar and you're actually keeping track of spots, right? Right now, what we're doing is basically we're milling around and like getting lucky, right? But if you really wanted to break it down, dissect it down, you would go with that log. And I know we talked about doing a fishing log, and I haven't done it. I haven't been fishing enough to do it this year. But that's where the fishing log starts to come in handy, because you can see, okay, I caught a fish at this spot. It was on incoming tide. Okay, that's good. It was this kind of swing. Okay, and you go back and it's a similar type of scenario, similar type of current, similar direction. Then you can go back to that spot and check it and be like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So this spot works on incoming less than 4 feet or something like that, right? But that's how you start to build your own little database of spots. And that's why people get so angry about other people giving away spots, is because some of them had to work that hard to find them and to see when they produce. So that's why you don't really give away spots on the show. Okay. Very cool. All right, Coach. If you're ready, I'm gonna boot up this Discord and see if you're on. Okay, here you are. I'm gonna call you. Do I see you, Coach? Where are you at, Coach? Oh, there you are. I see you. I can't hear you, but let me fix that. Fix that real quick. Right. That's there. That's there. Coach, can you hear me? Check 1, 2. No, I can't hear you. Hey, Coach, is your mic on?
Could be.
There it is. There it is. All right. All right, guys.
I need to say thank you to Eric. I don't
Mark, I use 2 computer monitors primarily for this show. For work, I use my laptop, which has another 2 monitors. So, yeah, for my home stuff, I have 3 set up. But for this show specifically, I use 2, and that third one back there is just kind of like a way for me to put up the angry butt and the mackerel. Okay, so we're gonna get Coach on the show, coming to us live from the WERF Studios from CoachWERF Studios. It's Coach. Let's see, Coach Full.
We'll start here at 10 break. I'll try not to do it too much to you, but we got 60-degree water again offshore. It's awful early, but it's there. I'm not sure what to say about it other than looks like we're gonna have a very early start to the season.
Dude, based on those spotty numbers, shoot. Right?
Telling me.
That's crazy. So where's that warm? Is that the light blue?
Yeah, this kind of going into yellow here. This is like 50, 60 degrees almost.
Oh, weird, dude. All that purple went away. Ah, it's crazy.
There it is. It's out there past Nick.
Wow.
And for the guys going to fish San Nicolas on the first, if that cold water hangs, they're going to absolutely.
Yeah, that's good.
Over to the OSPO. You can see where all this nice warm water is coming from. Here it is, kind of circling around Guadalupe.
Yeah.
Hitting the coast of Baja and going north.
Dude, we're in the green right there. Pretty much.
They are.
Yeah, pretty much. Look at that.
Still some cool water down here laying against Baja that could wash up, but it's looking like I'm hesitant to jump the gun, but you typically see tuna at 62 degrees, and we're not far off.
Dang. So yeah, that's good. Oh man. I'm gonna have Scotty call in next week, guys, on Monday, to see if there's any like scoop on that. See if he wants to talk about it. Actually, I'll ask him first.
Oh, this is the kind of a few days there. The bass bite was really good for our quarter day, our local half, and our inshore 3/4 days. 18 anglers, 2 sculpin, and a sand bass. Ouch.
Oh shoot, dude. How many anglers? 18? Oh my god.
Brutal.
Yeah, dude. Todd's got a question for you. He says, Coach, is the red crab gonna shut down rock fishing for those on sport boats?
It's hard to say, and it depends on how big the problem is and where you're at. I mean, it's all gonna depend.
How does it shut it down?
Well, basically, they're so full that they can't move or eat any more bait. So,
yeah, they basically gorge themselves on red crab.
Yeah, they'll eat those pelagic crabs until they physically cannot fit another thing inside their body anywhere.
Dang.
I know that the red crab are real bad if you see all the seagull poop and it's all red or pink. And you know for sure you got a serious red crab problem. But
yeah, Mark said grumpy anglers on that boat.
Yeah, I'd say so. Can't blame them for not having the best day there.
Man, so is that
that really good?
Is that a half day?
Really well on the bass bite.
Is that a half day?
That was a half day.
Oh, okay, cool. That's crazy.
Oh, anyway, since tides seem to be the subject of the day, we'll keep our other stuff short. So this is at saltwatertides.com. If that goofy graph with the sine wave, if you just don't get it, you can come over here to saltwatertides.com. You can pull up your tide chart, and this will give you all the pertinence that you need to know. In my opinion.
No, that makes sense. It's going to give you the high point, the low point, sunrise and sunset, and what else you need? High, low,
moonrise, and moonset.
Moonrise, that's right.
How high and how low the tides are going.
Right, and remember, there's 2 lows and 2 highs each day. Okay.
There's a major and a minor each day of high and low tide.
Very cool.
Very simple stuff. If you're looking here at say Friday, the low at 2:56 in the afternoon of 1.3, have a high at after 9 at 4.3. It's a 5-foot tide.
That makes sense.
Whereas the major high before it, 6.1, getting into this negative 1.3, talking about 7.2 feet of tide.
That's a big swing.
That's a big swing.
So
be real careful if you're fishing areas like Zuniga or North Jetty.
Yeah, they get sucked out. Yeah.
Following.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend fishing anywhere where the water condenses down to like a narrow area. That's gonna get so much current in that tide. That's where I don't know what will you recommend, Coach, but that's when I kind of go fish docks.
There's a couple ways you can go about it. In the case of San Diego Bay, you can go fish the South Bay, go fish south of the bridge.
Yeah, because it's so wide that it disperses that current over a wider area, right?
It has the least effect, right? Where it's going to have the most effect is where the bay meets the ocean.
Exactly.
Where it's going to have, so in Mission Bay, if you're fishing the end of North Jetty, it's a 7 or 8 foot tide swing.
Yeah.
It'd be a whole different story than if you're fishing the back of Sail Bay or the Horseshoe Island.
Right, but only because it's wide. in that area because the water's still going down. Like if you had a narrow strait at the back of Mission Bay, right? That filled up with water every tide. Like we do have one over by Campland, right?
Not really though.
It doesn't fill up though. It doesn't fill up. Yeah.
It's still pretty darn.
I would expect
from the ocean you go, the less effect it has.
Got it.
Period.
Okay. So, that's interesting. I would expect it to have more. I would expect it to have current because it's just like a narrower section sucking water through, but it doesn't have that much water to suck through there, so that's why it's not that much current. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. There's the volume of water.
The volume. Yeah.
Far less.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, cool. Science.
Okay, and if you look over here on the right, try not to move this in case you're zoomed on me.
Yeah, I'm zoomed in.
Okay, so over here on what day are you zoomed in on?
Wherever you put your mouse, that's where I'm gonna zoom in. I got it. Yep, I'm right there.
Oh, look over here. This is the percentage of the moon visible.
Oh, that's cool.
So this tells you basically how strong of a pull it's gonna have at the major high. Right? Because when the sun and the moon both pull on the water, it pulls it much harder.
Yep.
And if they're opposite and fighting each other.
Yeah, you get not a big of a tide shift, right?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Because gravity is having less effect.
Yep.
The reason they have such massive tides towards the Arctic and Antarctic circles, right?
Yeah.
So you're squeezing that much more water in that much smaller of an area.
That's so crazy.
The volume's going to be greater. That's why in Finland, the 39 meters and stuff and so.
Dang.
So, I mean, a really big tide in the tropics is a few feet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true.
As the Earth spins, and the moon pull on the water, the closer you are to the poles, the greater the effect is.
Yeah.
You pull in the same direction, you get a thing called the king tide. You pull in opposite directions, you get a thing called the neap.
Mark has a great question. Great questions, Mark and Spotty Girl. Great questions, guys. Thank you so much for this question. So Mark is asking, does each bay have the same tide swings at the same time? So San Diego Bay, Mission Bay.
So gravity is a constant, as we know. It's pulling the same on both. Keep in mind how much more water there is in San Diego Bay.
Yep. So you have the same amount of pressure pulling the water out, but it's probably going to be faster for Mission Bay to empty out. But Mission Bay has a smaller opening than San Diego Bay. So
but it also has a whole lot less water.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's a good question.
So I mean,
so they're not going to be exactly the same. They're going to vary. They're going to lag from each other, but I just don't know in what order.
I suspect that the perceived pull from San Diego Bay is much stronger than the perceived pull at Mission.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Only because of the sheer volume of water going.
Yeah.
That could be a different thing if you're fishing the Coronado Cays as opposed to fishing Zuniga Jetty or North Jetty.
Interesting, yeah.
The perceived action is going to be very different.
I dig it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So I prefer like this non-visual type of chart. Some people really like the visual chart. If you find one that doesn't work for you, get a hold of the other one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Saltwater tides, this is something that makes a lot of sense to my mind. I can look at it and I can see immediately what it is I need to know. I know that I fish an hour right about the sun goes down. So I can tell with reasonable accuracy it is going one day at sundown.
Right.
Look over here and see the moon percentage. Be like, okay, what's my visibility going to be like after sundown? I already know. And of course, moonrise and set time. Coincide with sunrise and sunset, I know the tide's going to be stronger. If they're opposite,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh, anyway, this is kind of the basics of how I look at this particular tide chart and why I use this one on with you guys, really, so that I can explain it to you right away to the numbers that make the most sense.
Yeah, that's cool.
What I'm looking.
Yeah, you have to like scrub through like the chart. That makes sense. Cool.
And you can see a bunch of days at once. So this thing will give you 14 days at a time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Eric wants to know why you haven't done your pop top. Where's Coach's pop top?
That's about all you're gonna get out of it.
And Zach said, when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars, for something like that.
What was the phrase from Lego Movie? And I know it's true.
And I know it's true. Oh, from Star Wars, I've spoken. Oh, that's so funny. Cool. Coach, anything else you want to share with us today?
I'll be posting some pictures in the Discord later. I've been kind of slacking on the Discord thing, but the Rio Valley was good to my buddy Jorge and I.
Oh, nice.
Got footage, got plenty of heat. Yeah, it was a nice time for sure. So be looking forward to some pictures on the Discord, and I'll put them in the freshwater. Tell me what a savage can.
Nice. That's good. That's awesome. Cool. When are those going up?
I'll have them up in the next 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes.
Oh, snap. On WERF TV?
On the MMFC Discord.
Oh, okay, good.
And
Got it.
I do have some footage I will be publishing later on this week for people that follow me on.
That's so good. Cool.
My buddy Jorge got a really beautiful carp on. Just happened to be running at it, and I over there. Traditional chaotic fashion, we managed to get it. It was pretty good.
That's cool. All right, we'll look forward to those. So if you guys want to check out what Coach has been up to, I'm just going to post it on our Discord server. I'm going to go back to my main screen here. Our Discord server is !Discord in the chat, and it's going to give you a link to go to romancastro.com/MMFC. That is our club Discord page where you can sit and ask questions about fishing and interact and have all kinds of fun and share your stoke and meet up with other people that want to fish and know how to fish or are learning to fish. Whatever skill level you think you are, you're going to find someone that's going to either match your skill level or maybe take you under their wing, or it could be the blind leading the blind. Anyway, I'm in there. Coach is in there. Brian's in there. Almost everybody in chat is in there. So if you're not in there, you're missing out. It's like a big part of our community. And Coach is going to be posting some stuff that we did this weekend. So Imperial Valley fishing, we made a freshwater section just for Coach. So go check out what he's been up to. Very cool. And
you
then
want me to do my book recommendation, or do you care?
Yeah. Book a recommendation from Coach. Do you want to get on? Are you going to do it on camera, or should I just?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Either way.
Let me know when you're ready. Because it looks like your camera's off.
Uh-oh.
Ah, there you go. Oh, wait, that's you're sharing a screen. Yeah, that one. Okay, Coach is working through those. Once he gets his camera going, we're gonna do Coach's book recommendation. Man, we're getting sophisticated over here. Getting all educational, recommending books. Dang.
You know what? This might be beyond my pay grade figuring it out.
Just change it to front camera. You had it right. Oh, you know what? Hang up and call me back with a video call.
Yeah, it might be easy.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I hung up on Coach. He's gonna call me back, and then we're gonna do Coach's book recommendation. I like to listen to ebooks too, guys. Let me show you. Let me see what I got on my ebook list. While Coach is getting that set up, I'm gonna do my. Actually, it's been a while since I've listened to anything on Audible. I use Audible. It's just very convenient. And if you want to read kind of fast, you can. Or if you want to read fast, you can listen to it in like a faster speed. Library. Yeah, Audible's awesome. Yeah. All right, there's Coach. Join video call. What up? Okay, he's on. Yeah, that worked. That worked. All right, Coach, can you do a check 1, 2? So I can hear you. I can't hear you. Let me check my stuff over here. You might have to choose your mic. Still no audio. Yeah, still no audio, Coach. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me? Okay, cool. Click on the little arrow next to the mic. The little arrow pointing down next to the mic, and then see if you can choose another microphone, or you choose default. Make sure it's not me too. Here.
Doesn't work.
There it was. It worked. It worked.
All right.
Yes. What'd you do?
I ran a mic test real.
Perfect. You fixed it. All right. Here we go. Bring it in, Coach. Coach. Full. I'm about to adjust the screen real quick. Give me a second. There's Coach.
Oh, we have a classic by Matt. Book originally 58. Considered one originator genre. If you're into some classic horror done style that do all the old writers, wrong with Matt. This one is a stir of echoes. I probably read it a half a.
Man, you're cutting in and out, but I got what you said. Hold the book up. Hold the book up again. It's Stir of Echoes. Richard Matheson. You've read it more than a handful of times. It's like a scary book.
Yeah.
Oh, screw that. If you don't want to get any sleep, read that book. Is there a movie? Is there a movie?
Probably.
That sounds so familiar. Yeah.
A lot of his books got made into movies. Yeah. A lot of those early horror writers, same subjects.
Oh, yeah, that's so funny.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if that was a movie.
Yeah, it's so funny. Cool. Well, that's awesome. That's a good book recommendation, Coach. Thank you so much. Cool. Anything else you want to share with us before you go?
If you got any questions on it or in the
man, yeah, okay. It's cutting in and out. So I think you said if you have any questions, you'll be jumping in Discord later. Cool, perfect. So jump into Discord, guys. We haven't done this in a while, but after the shows, sometimes we jump in there in the general chat in Discord, and it's basically a party call. You go in there. What happens in Discord stays in Discord. You respect everybody else. It's okay to have different opinions, but we all sometimes have to agree to disagree on certain things. But keep it. What is it? What's a word? Keep it polite, I guess. Keep it productive, keep it polite, and have some fun. It goes the topics of conversation go all over the place, from pizza toppings to fishing to whatever. It's good times though. It's good times, and it's a good way for you guys to get to know each other too. Like for other community members to interact with other community members, because I know when we're on the water, we're kind of like fishing, and that's what we're doing. So we don't really get the chance to like talk as much as we would if we were kind of just socializing. Okay, so you can continue the party on in Discord. I'm gonna grab some dinner, and if you're still on after that, I might jump in for a little bit and say what's up and say hello and hang out with you guys for a little bit after I eat. So that's it for the show, guys. Coach, thank you so much for jumping on here. I'll see you soon. Thanks again, Coach. See you in Discord after dinner. Very cool. Round of applause for Coach. Thanks again, Coach, for jumping in and helping us make the show possible. Guys, check out CoachWERF TV on YouTube. That's Coach's channel, where he just downloads and puts raw fishing videos from from shore, They're not edited, but I mean, you get the point across. It's another way. It's another perspective on fishing. Okay. Real Dreamer, thanks so much for the comment. Great info. Thank you so much. All right, guys, let's wrap the show up. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Fishy Hour. We'll be back here tomorrow. I'll be back on Twitch tomorrow, where we will be reviewing comments from my Facebook account. No, not Facebook. Comments from my YouTube channel, where I help people trying to learn how to kayak fish and fish. We're gonna take questions from that and either answer the ones that have not been answered or clarify any follow-up information that I've left hanging out there or that needs to be followed up on. I would appreciate if you showed up and help me with that. Help me with that if you have another opinion or another perspective on the same question I'm trying to answer. It would be great to hear that. Captain Dan says, see you on Discord. Just finished typing CCA meeting notes during the show. Ooh! Captain Dan got his homework done and he's ready to play. Welcome. So if you don't know about Discord, guys, it's !Discord. I'm going to type it real quick in the chat. There it is. Click that link. It's gonna send you to download a Discord app. You can do it on a computer or on your phone or on your tablet, and that will get you into the Discord chat server. This is the only way you can get into it. You can't find it. You can't look it up. It's got to be done to this link. Okay, this is a special invite. Ooh, you're invited. Okay. So I'll see you in there. Once you get in there, you want to go to the general. You want to go to the voice channels at the very bottom left and look for general comms. You'll see a bunch of people already in there. As soon as you click general comms, it's going to ask you if you want to give the app access to your microphone and speaker, and say yes, and you'll be in the call. You can mute yourself if you're shy, but just listen to what people are talking, say hello, and then just say, I'm just going to hang out for a little bit. Or if you have any questions, that's a perfect place to ask questions. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow on Twitch. And on Wednesday, we'll be back here with on this channel with Brian for Bait Fishing with Roman and Brian. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a great night. I'll see you in Discord after I have dinner. All right. Good night.